What's up, y'all? This is Angela.
This is Daria.
And this is Where Are My Keys?
Hey, where they at, y'all? Oh, where they at, y'all? Oh, where they... That was me scratching on the ones and twos.
Yeah, why we hit this face?
Always, it's gotta stink.
Where they stink, it ain't hidden.
Hi, y'all.
We are back again from...
We say
like
we
this?
back because we are human. We are busy, working moms.
We're showing up. We're participating in life.
Yes, we got things we got to do.
Yeah. So once we are able to get ourselves acclimated, we'll working on some stuff. And some...
But guess what? You are probably missing out on some of our past episodes.
Yes.
So in the meantime, in between time, when we are missing in action, go ahead and follow, and look at those things.
Yeah. And you can always hit us up. We never go flatline on social media or anything like that.
We out here.
I'm so excited about what we're talking about
today.
today.
Today's topic, we're going to talk about, I don't know if I really have a title, but it's a question. Is it okay to double back? When is it okay to double back? Should you double back in a relationship? So what prompted this topic was the fact that St. Louis's own Nelly, okay, it's hot in her, and Ashanti are back together, seemingly, okay?
Yeah.
I don't think they've confirmed nor denied. So we're going to go with their back together. So, ladies.
Oh, and Diddy.
Oh, yeah. And so celebrities and, being in their business. I don't know if they ever fell off, but seemingly on social media they fell off. Because, at one point Diddy and Miami were hot and heavy. And then they took a little break, seemingly, after he had that baby. The new little baby. And then now they're back on social media.
Y'all catch the eye roll.
They're back on social media. So... which makes it a good point. Should you? When should you? Why should you double back, ladies? Now, let me preface this by saying that I am currently married. So, I mean, what I say, y'all probably don't want to listen to me, but...
Yeah, but I feel like your opinion does matter because you have an objective perspective.
And I was trying to think about, as I was thinking about them being back together, like, did I ever double back at some point, like... in college, high school, anything like that. And I couldn't really come up with the time that I did.
I have doubled back precisely twice in my entire life. Only 2 times.
What made you double back?
I ain't know no better.
So like
the
where
first time, it was toxic. It was, how sometimes you really just don't have enough maturity.
So you were younger, not recently.
Well, I was...
with the first double back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So full disclosure, this was like the first relationship after my husband. So this person was a narcissist.
I think you talked about this before.
So a lot of times if you're not used to something different or something new, something you're not accustomed to, you're intrigued. I feel like you're curious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you have people out there that kind of lure you in. And
they know all the right things to say and do.
That part. Yeah. And so I feel like that first time, that's what happened.
Okay. When you first met him. Or the first double back?
The first double back.
So he started saying all the right things.
Yeah, with my fault.
Baby, I've changed. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm going to do right this
What makes us believe that, though? Like, so to be honest, I mean, not to be honest, but, people can change, right? Okay. So I think most of us have that in us where we want to believe the best about somebody. So, even though they did us wrong and what they did, they seemingly have changed and you've seen their interactions maybe with other people. And you're like, oh, okay, he might not be,
a good person.
And then the moment you get back in it, you like, nah, ain't nothing changed,
Yes.
So it's hard because the appearance, the outward appearance makes it look like,
and then sometimes we start blaming ourselves, like, well, I could have done this. I could have been more supportive.
And I'm gonna try to do this time around. Yeah.
It's not your job, Bob Vila. It's not.
Oh my gosh. I think I think it depends on, you know what I mean?
Okay, so there are some instances where it's just bad timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think those instances are few and far between, you know?
Like maybe both of you were busy and couldn't really find the time for each other. Like,
but sometimes I do like to believe that sometimes you need more experience, you need more maturity, you need to live a little more so that you are more better equipped to deal in a relationship and how to express yourself and how to advocate for yourself and how to care for people. But some people are just genuine hoes and they are in it for themselves and how a certain interaction or relationship can benefit them. And sometimes the other person just looks good on paper. So it looks and feels good when you go out in public and you present this person, this belongs to me. This is my trophy. This is my...
he's a lawyer.
Yes! Now, Diary of a Black Woman. He's a lawyer, but he kicking your butt at home.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know? And that's like circle of violence. That's textbook.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's interesting because we should have had somebody on. We should have fielded this question out to get a guest who has double back.
Oh, that's definitely
successful
a question.
And maybe unsuccessful with the double back. You know what I mean? But I was thinking about a friend of mine just posted on social media that I think she said her current husband now, after 10 years of them not seeing or speaking to each other, he came back into the picture somehow, and I forgot the story. But she had just posted a memory, you know, for her or whatever. So she was like 10 years, you know, after not speaking to each other, and he came back, and now, you know, they've been married for like a while now, but they doubled back, and it was a success. So I need to find out in that instance, like, what happened, because if it was a mutual, like, oh no, you know, like, we're better friends, or you know, something like that.
You know what? It's kind of bittersweet when I hear those stories about senior citizens, like they on their deathbed, but they reconnect with like their high school sweetheart. It's like, oh my God, they've missed decades when they probably knew back then that was their person. Yeah,
which is odd too, because yes, I see that a lot sometimes. So have had some senior citizens, like, so both parties got married, but then both of their spouses had passed away. But then their childhood or high school, you know, they seemingly found that person again, and then they got remarried. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I mean, that's a good thing. I wouldn't say that's a double back though. They had already. No, that is a double back. It's still a double back.
And our Ginger Rogers, our pet co-host, she's
Mika's
back. You don't hear her.
Now, she just look. Angie put the booties back on her, but she's still loud, and she is having a very hard time walking. Yeah, Angie put the booties on her where we record. And after she put the booties on, homegirl took the walk of shame back to the back room. And we ain't seen her, but she just came here, did something on her way back. She almost fell. Poor thing. That's my animal cruelty. We just put booties on her.
Yeah, we just put booties on her.
I just feel like I should laugh at her. But
a small amount of time.
Yeah.
She'll be okay. Don't call the people on me.
Sorry, but you know, she be distracting us.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, when is it okay? Like, so if the person cheated on you, can you come back from
man. I am hella petty. So for me, it's gonna be a no. Yeah, no.
No. What about if it was your spouse? That's a whole different topic, because you know what have you. But if the person that you were, I guess, dating at some point cheated on you, and what if he said, please, baby, please, like, I'm sorry.
The Dwayne Wade at Whitney's wedding.
I won't do it again. You know, she meant nothing to me. You know, there's nobody like you. And let's say you're not a narcissist.
I know that. I know there's nobody like me.
You never miss a good thing until it's gone.
Yeah.
Cheaters are not off limits. Cheaters are a no.
Okay, because here's the thing.
People change.
Cheating is multi-layered. So I really believe in my core that people don't just up and cheat. There is context, there is backgrounds to these stories.
Okay.
So I don't know what happens prior to, like, was this person not vested? In that instance, there were signs, there were signals, there were behaviors prior to, and you either was completely blind to it, or you excused it, or you ignored it.
Yeah.
So I feel like people don't just up and cheat, period. So,
well, I think that comes from like lack of communication too, because there's something that's going on in the house, and they feeling like, let me, you know, I'm getting it over here, and somebody is, treating me better or whatever. I'm not saying like anything's wrong with the person who they cheated on, but I'm just saying like instead of them communicating to the other party, like, okay, hey, da 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 da, can we work on this? Can we fix this? They just go out and cheat, whatever. Yeah. Or sometimes they communicated and nothing changed, and then they decide to cheat still, which still doesn't make it right.
Right.
Because if you're going to cheat, just leave. Like, or you know what I mean? Like, don't do that to me.
Right. Or I'm about to say for you super freaks that like polygamy and
we not doing that. We don't like it.
To each their own. It ain't for me, but for if y'all have an understanding and that's what y'all do.
No, don't have no understanding. You deserve to be the one and only person in somebody's life.
That's how I feel for me. For me, specifically.
And I'm talking to y'all polygamists. Don't let them,
try to normalize something that's toxic and you are worthy.
Ain't no way. I don't give you everything that you need. If not, then I'm not the person for you. So don't include me in that polygamy triangle.
Right. I ain't no sister wife.
What's a good reason to double back? Because I feel like we've bad reasons to not double back.
I think it's a very individual decision.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But what's funny is because if we're the friend and the homegirl or the sister or the mama, we still mad at the other party for doing whatever it was that they did. So then you talking about you doubling back and
for what?
Yeah, we don't like him. We not gonna like him. We're never gonna like him. Then they get married. We still don't like him.
But I imagine there are instances where it's just you just weren't equipped. So I feel like if you sought therapy and you know what you did and you willing to take accountability. Then yeah.
So are we asking that question then? Like, oh, baby, I want you back. Did you go to therapy? Like, is that the first question we ask? Did you work on yourself?
I want to talk to your therapist. I want to talk to your mama.
Like you said, it's kind of like individual too. So while we want them to work on them, we got to be working on us too to figure out what, if it was a bad situation, what made us stay. What is it about, whatever we got to unpack and whatever to make us stay in unhealthy, toxic relationships too. So we can't just be whatever, but go ahead.
Yeah, but I think what you said, that communication is a key component in that. Yeah. So communication with your partner, communications with your therapist, a professional, mental health. Don't be, because sometimes your pastor ain't gonna get it. Sometimes they're not equipped to deal with whatever baggage you brought into the relationship, because now your baggage has become their baggage.
They can give you the spiritual, and they can give you some natural, things too. But like professional therapists and I just feel like all of it helps. All of them combined. Therapist, your pastor or spiritual, whoever, spiritual wise, psychologist, psychiatrist, like they all can work together to help.
Because some of y'all got some deep rooted issues that need to be unearthed and pulled up. And unfortunately, and particularly in the Black community, we're just now becoming privy to those resources and supports.
And it's still, I feel like it's still a stigma too. I feel like I run into patients and I'll talk about it and they're like, no, I don't, but like clearly I'm talking to you and you need it, So I always just come from a place of, that support is always there if you need it, because it's needed, it's necessary.
And a lot of times we go into survival mode. We saw, how our parents interact, and that becomes the baseline for normality. So your daddy cheated on your mama 1,000,001 times. So now you think it's cool. So you take them back.
Well, my
double
mama
back,
double
triple
back,
triple back,
my
quadruple
daddy.
back. No, that's if it's toxic. No, under no circumstances.
But it becomes normalized to us because we think that is normal behavior. Man, that's good. Therapy.
So I feel like if you have healed, if you have taken accountability for your actions, and you have truly made a change, and when I say change, I mean behavior wise, and you are remorseful, sure.
Otherwise, it'll be the same thing. You're gonna get the same person.
If you give me the same trash behavior, then no, it's not okay to double back.
And then don't be so quick to be like, yes. Okay, yes. Because a lot of times people will catch us when we're vulnerable.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Ooh.
And so they'll come back, and like in your mind, you've been looking for somebody and longing for somebody, and then that person comes back, and you're like, well, I mean, I did think that we were, and now, he looks like a different person, sounds different. And then you give them a chance, and it's like, nah, it's still, because you move too quickly. Like, take some time, date that person again, wait for the behavior to come out, because it will. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I always think about the Looney Tunes cartoon where they kind of push out the decoy duck.
Looney Tunes showing her age.
Yeah. Girl, that stuff is hilarious. If you go back and to watch it in an adult lens, hilarious. Girl, they was out of pocket on a lot of things. But that's what I always think about when I think about when you're dating somebody, whether you're doubling back and relearning this person. Typically, you're sending out the representative.
Yeah, every single time. I mean, we all do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, nobody's exempt. Like, we put our best foot forward, then we get married, and then we don't do our hair, and then we don't put on makeup no more, and we just be around in our sweat. Got holes in it and everything. This is what you married. You knew this was what you was gonna get. Nah, I saw a different side. Telling on myself. And we still together. Right. But yes, everybody puts, their best foot forward when you're, first meeting someone.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So if you do decide to double back, I feel like it's really important that you vet. You still have to vet.
Right. Take some time. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's still important that you kind of guard your heart, like the Bible says, because this person has known you intimately. So, not saying that this person is a manipulator or anything like that, but it is prominent more often than not.
That's
that
very
these people
true.
Are manipulators.
Yeah.
And when they do double back, it's because they recognize that you are a good person, or you're valuable, or you are a benefit to them. So, who hurt me?
Unpack it, sis. Unpack it.
Yeah, but it's also important that you know your value and you know your worth, and that you not compromise on the things that you feel strongly about.
Yeah.
Under no circumstances will I compromise myself. Now that I know how much I am of value, not just to myself, but to others. I feel like I'm not a fan of small talk anyway, but it's always...
You're not.
It is my purpose, and it is my pleasure to pour into people and reciprocate. And likewise.
Now you pouring in.
I'm trying.
You got your little Uber. Got your pouring into people.
Honey.
Okay.
Girl, look, all my reviews, they're like, oh, she's fun to talk to.
Listen, y'all, this is growth from what, last year?
Don't ask
Fall of last year?
When I asked you how you doing.
You're still not asking your coworkers, hey, how you doing? How was your weekend?
No, like I have to warm up. So about one or two, I'm ready to listen.
That's growth, y'all. Round of applause. Go back and listen to episode. I don't remember. I was gonna say episode 1, but I don't know. Yeah, first season. Yeah. Homegirl, she don't like. It might be in season 2.
Maybe.
Yeah. Homegirl don't like to talk to people.
She listen to all of them. Listen to all of them. You can tell us which episode that was.
So, are we saying that at no circumstance now, because you said it's up to the individual, but I mean, God does new things. So, maybe we shouldn't.
If this person has met God,
no, I'm talking about doubling back. Like, get you a new boo. Don't go back.
Oh, fresh start, fresh sheet of paper.
No, but yes, if definitely if the person has, and you again watching this behavior, because anybody can tell you anything with their mouth.
For sure.
But
it's the behavior that
go
counts.
to church, watch them at church. I don't know, sneak in on a Sunday and see if they lifting their hands and worshiping.
Come in at the faith of worship.
Yeah. And see if they even went to church that day. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, if you are going to double back, I think it's smart to just take your time, talk, and really get to know them again in this second win that they seemingly have.
I feel like a telltale sign is if they're really interested and vested in a second round, is if they observe you and they are able to care for you. When I say care, they observe you and see what you need prior to you asking. Do you even have to ask?
Yes,
this person,
you do sometimes. I told y'all, people weren't mind readers.
Yeah, but I feel like if a person is in tune to the, Brandon talked about this. I forgot what episode it was, but if y'all go back, that you should be observing your partner.
He did.
Yeah. And there's some things that your partner needs.
Yeah.
That sometimes they either skip over or. But there's things that you can do for your partner if you really are observing them and taking in who they are as a person. You can find ways to add value to their lives.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a telltale sign of whether or not somebody is sincere about a relationship.
Okay. Y'all listening? We give good advice.
I'm still not married and I'm still single.
So
I'm enjoying
her life. That's right.
I'm enjoying this season.
Yeah. So when the right person come along, he gonna wife her up.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. And then we gonna be singing one look in your eyes. And there I see. I can't wait.
Girl, I thought she was great. Say back to one. I was like, girl, don't you say no Brian McKnight. How dare you?
Brian McKnight.
How dare you?
That's another episode we need to talk about because I'm looking at him like
how dare you, sir? You sang all these beautiful songs.
And said they didn't mean a thing until he got with his new wife.
Trifling dog.
Y'all, we're not gonna talk about him on this episode because
we ain't got enough time.
But we're gonna talk about people like him on the next episode. Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
We good? You got some more points?
No, but I'm a person that loves love. So if you feel it's right and this person is backing it up with the right behaviors and they are clear. I like to say choose your words and use your words. So if this person is speaking into you and adding value to your life and you're able to do the same for them, double back.
Yeah. And actions speak louder than words. Because like I said, people can say stuff with their mouth all day long. But if they don't back it up with any action, it's just words. Okay? It ain't love. They just here for a fancy ride and a free car. Free car and a fancy. What did Vivian say on Viv? A free ride and a fancy car. That's all they there for. You don't remember that episode?
Girl, no. The new Bel Air.
No, this is the old one.
Oh.
I forgot what she was talking about, but she said something about a free ride and a fancy car.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to find out. But
that must have been a dark skinned Bill.
Yeah, it was dark skinned.
Yeah, light skinned Bill.
I love dark skinned Bill. But just yes, do what you feel is right in your heart, but take the time. Even if you feeling butterflies and bubbles in your stomach, take your time if you doubling back because y'all broke up for a reason. You know, y'all separated for a reason. So figure out if the things that y'all separated and broke up for has really honestly changed. Like if you can really tell that this person is
who they claim to be.
Yes, and not the representative.
Yeah. So background checks, all that stuff.
Yes. Make sure you around his people too. His or her people.
Oh, how he treats his mother.
How he treats his mama is the top priority. His parents, everybody. Like I just feel like that to me is the foundation because if you ain't in contact with your mama, your daddy, your family, like why something happened. Now yes, they could have done some things to you in the past. Okay, granted, if we talk about that, great, but like if I don't know, you should still have a relationship with somebody.
You
shouldn't be estranged from everybody now.
Because common denominator is.
Yeah. And then if they had went and got married 4, 5, 3, 10 times, and then they come back and be like, "Baby, you the one," don't double back.
One of many.
He's confused. He is double-minded in all his ways.
He'll double back to everybody.
Yes, he's unstable. But listen, we hope y'all gleaned a little bit, from what we talked about. Let us know in the comments if you've doubled back. Would you double back? Why you would double back? Why you wouldn't?
I want to hear some tea.
We need to hear
Girl,
tea.
let me get my goggles so I can have some hot tea splash in my eyes, honey.
And if you want to be a guest on our show and talk about, because we'll come back to this topic. I feel like it's a good one. Let us know.
We the bosses, so we do what we want.
That's right. I want to hear it. I feel like we need somebody right here in our sandwich.
We'll make room for you.
We'll make room. And we're going to talk about it, okay? But in the meantime, follow us on all social media. Where are my keys? Where _are ARE_my_keys with the Z. And like, follow, share on YouTube. And make sure you comment and like so that we can provide more content if you like it. Hey, if you like it. It's a song I made up off the top of my dome. All right, y'all like it, don't y'all? All right. We'll be back for more.
All right, bye. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Peace.